Hi folks, I've got another video here for you about finding, you've just done your classwork, about what happens if our angles are not positive. I want to show you this right here real quick. I'm going to have to exit out and go all the way right here and look at some negative values. Just so you know, when you have a negative value, all it means is that I'm going clockwise on my circle. So it just means instead of it going 0, 45 this way, I'm going the other way. 45, 90, 135, 180, 225, 270, 315, and 0. If you want to add that to your unit circle, it's really helpful. Just making sure you put negatives. It just means you're going counterclockwise, or excuse me, you're going clockwise, and we normally go counterclockwise. That being said, I want you to look at this right here. If I see negative 225, that's actually the same as doing, I'm going to do 360 minus 225 as 135. And every single time, that's what I do. When I have my negative value, I do 360 minus it, gives me my positive counterpart, and I write that down. So for instance, negative 330 would be the same as positive 30, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. What about if I have an angle measurement that is bigger than 360 degrees? Well, let's look at that. First off, if it is between, things that I do first is I look to say to myself, how big is the rotation, okay? And I'm trying to find out multiples of 360. Okay, so if it is 430 degrees, that's only past one rotation. So if it's between 1 and 2 rotations, I can just take my angle measurement and subtract 360. For instance, I see 430 here. So I'm going to do 430 minus 360, and it's 70 degrees. That tells me that 430 degrees and 70 degrees are the same, okay? What if I have 790? That is more than the after 360, it's the rotation. So what I'm going to do for 790 is I'm going to divide it by 360, okay? And it's 2.194. So it's a little over two rotations, okay? So I know that one rotation is 360 and 2 rotations 720. So the first thing I did was I found out how many rotations did I just go, okay, after that. So that's 2 rotations right there. And so I did have 720. Then I'm going to do 790 minus 720, and I get 70 degrees. And these are all multiples of 70 right here. But I did have to do a little extra work here once I went past that one rotation there, okay? First thing I did remember was I did how many rotations was it? And then I found that number, like since it was 2, I multiplied 360 times 2. And then I took my angle measurement and subtracted it out. That does take a little bit more work, but I know you can do it.